Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Empress. Hello, and welcome to my channel. And Happy New Year's. This is my first video in 2021. Can we say 2020? Yeah, 2020 goodbye, deuces, see you later. But 2021 been a lot too, y'all. It's been a lot. But today's video, as you saw by the title, is about the iPad Pro. Yes. So here she blows right here. Disclaimer, I am not a tech person, so I'm not going to give you all the techie tech about this iPad. I'm just going to tell you how I feel about it. Do I think it's a good buy? And yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to move over and I'm going to screen record so you guys can see what's on my iPad Pro. But just some background about this. If you go, I'll put the key card right here. I did an unboxing of my iPad Pro. I don't remember the specs. I'll put the specs on the screen. I know the storage is less than what I wanted when I bought it. I had the black one. I had bought the Apple Pencil. I had got the free AirPods because I was a student at the time. That was a deal they were having. I bought a case. What else did I buy? I wanted to buy the Magic Keyboard, but it was way too expensive, so I didn't get that. And yeah, that's all I had got when I first got this. So go check out that video. So disclaimer, this is not the same iPad from that video. Why? So I was on the iPad. I had it for like 2 or 3 days and like it kept freezing. Now, one of the apps that it kept freezing on, I realized that it was just that app. It was Canva. Canva's app for some reason just is kind of janky. I rather just go through Canva on their browser because their app is really janky. I don't know what it is, but it's janky. So it was like freezing. And so then like other apps were freezing too. And I'm like, yeah, I paid over $1,000 for this product. Like I paid like $1,500 for the product, for the Apple Pencil, for the case, for all types of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking something that's freezing up. No. So I took it right back to Apple and I got another one. So this is the one that I had. This one is the space gray, which I kind of didn't want, but I was like, the man was like, yeah, because when I already had went, they was like, yeah, we have a low stock. What like size do you want? Blah, 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 when I first bought it. And I was like, okay. I told them what I wanted. They didn't have the size that I wanted. And I'm like, all right, whatever. That just make me like clear off the iPad better. I won't keep a whole bunch of stuff. I don't really have a lot of apps. I don't really keep a lot of apps because I have my phone, which has like a lot of gigs. This is just a 10. It has a lot of gigs. So I do a lot of my apps on my phone. So I was like, okay, whatever. I have the less storage. Like I said, I'll put the specs on the screen and I'll have them in the description box. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I got the black one. And I was happy that I had got the black one. So then when the black one was messing up and I went back to Apple, they didn't have any more black. They only had the space gray. So here's the space gray. And it was crazy because the guy was like, I love the space gray. And everybody else just doesn't like it. And I'm like, yeah, like it's not that I don't like it. Or the silver or whatever, the silver space gray. I think it's silver because I had the space gray. Yeah, it's not that I don't like it. I just thought that the black or the space gray, whatever it is, it just looks better to me personally. It looks more professional in my opinion. But like he was saying, like I put a case, like I literally have this case on my iPad 24/7. I never had my iPad just out like this. So it doesn't really bother me. But I will show you guys this case because this is something I didn't have in the other video. So this is this case. It like has a border around it so your iPad like clicks right in. It has a spot for your pencil right here. And then it also has the case where when you close it, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the viewfinder, but when you close it, it has the iPad like turn off like the other case. I'm not about to get it. It's over there somewhere. I think it's their air case. Is it air case? No, fold case. Something. It's like $100 case. I'll pop it up on the screen for you guys to see. I bought one of those. I bought the tangerine one. The only thing I don't like about that is like literally your iPad does like it like magnetically just connects right to the case, which is cool and it's a pretty case. But this case like covers like the edges. Like I don't know, like my edges don't look, they're not being, let me watch my ring. They're not being messed up in this case, like the edges, the corners. And I like that it's more covered up. Because like I carry this in my purse, so it's nice that when I know when it's in this case that nothing's touching it. Like nothing's touching. If anything, something might touch the pencil before it actually touches the whole iPad. So I really like this case. And another reason I got this case, right? So after I bought my iPad, I went over to AT&T to put it on my plan to get data for my iPad. Because I also have a cellular one, but you have seen that on the specs by now. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go put this on my plan. So I'm sitting in the AT&T, I'm talking to the guy, he's telling me my different options, blah blah blah. We're just talking. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And so another guy, I guess he had worked there, he came back from lunch, right? So he came over to the table, he's like, excuse me, and he picked up his iPad. And his iPad, this is the 12-inch, his iPad was the 11-inch, and he had it in one of these cases. When I tell you, I did not know that this was an iPad. I was like, he started playing with it, and I was like, that was the iPad the whole time? And he was like, yeah, people never know with this case on it that it's an iPad. And literally right there, I was like, yeah, I need that. It's cute. Like, I think this is super cute. It's a composition book. It says on the front, composition book. I will link this down below to Amazon. I got this on Amazon. But yeah, it's really, really cute, and you would just never know. And that's why I have it, because like people literally, like, I can leave this on my desk at work and people just don't know it's like, if you saw this, like the front of this, and you weren't really like looking at it hard, you'd be like, oh, okay. Or like, I remember I was at my friend's house and I put it down on her couch and she was like, why did you bring your composition book? Then I flipped it open and it was the iPad, and she was like, oh, that's smart. Like, everybody be like, oh, that's smart. Because if somebody literally is trying to like steal from you, they're not gonna think twice about a composition book, especially if they don't see the camera on the back and they don't see the sides. They're not gonna think twice about a composition book. So I think it's really good for like making sure that your item doesn't get stolen, and I also think it's just cute. Like, it's just cute. So I'm just gonna snap it back in. Oh, and it took a screenshot that I don't want. Delete that. And also, what else did I just want to tell? Oh, on the screen, which you probably won't be able to tell, but you could probably hear. Yeah, that is a paper like screen protector. I also link it down below. I got it off of Amazon. It's so when you write on the iPad, it seems more paper like. And there's another company that sells these as well, but it was cheaper on Amazon. So yeah. But yeah, so I bought that because I wanted to feel like when you're writing on paper, because I bought the app GoodNotes. So I was like, okay, you know, when I'm writing, and I definitely did not like this screen without a screen protector, because your fingerprints get everywhere, like everywhere. It's like fingerprints. I was like, oh no, I have to get something else to go on top of this, because this is not going to work with all these fingerprints. And then I think the Apple Pencil is not supposed to scratch the screen without a screen protector, but I personally didn't like writing on my iPad with the Apple Pencil without a screen protector. I don't know, I didn't like that. Apple doesn't even sell screen protectors, because I tried to buy one and they were like, yeah, we don't sell those. And I'm like, what company makes a product to not sell the screen protector that goes with the product? Apple. That's who does that. So yeah, that's all the like accessory type things I got for the iPad. It's just the screen protector, the case. I bought the Apple Pencil, blah blah blah. I still have not got the Magic Keyboard. The Magic Keyboard, I thought the Magic Keyboard was gonna be like $150. I guess I should have did a little more research. The Magic Keyboard for me, it was either $250 or $350 for like my 12-inch, and I was like, who's paying that? Who paying that for a keyboard? I'm like, yeah, y'all can keep that. I already done spent $1,500 with y'all. Now you want me to spend like $1,700, $1,800 with you? Ooh, Apple, you ain't right. You ain't right at all. So I said, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. So maybe one day I'll buy the Magic Keyboard, but not today. Not today. Alrighty. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna move over so that I can put right here. Okay, so this is my screen when we first open up my iPad. So right here, as you can see in the background, this is a vision board that I created on my iPad. I created it with Canva. I created it with Pinterest. I basically went to Pinterest and Google and picked a whole bunch of different pictures that I wanted, and I just put them all on this vision board, which it's not really, it's a vision board, but it's also kind of like reaching for the stars vision board. I want to make a new vision board for like 2021 that's more, I don't want to say realistic, because some of these things on here are like realistic, but Yeah. So I just give you like a little rundown. Like you see the packages because I want to have own a business, which I did start a business and I did start selling some stuff and I had some packages. I'll post the picture so you can see it. But yeah, I got the Canon camera because I'm filming on a Canon. I wanted to do YouTube more. If your dreams don't scare you, they're too small. I thought that was a really cute quote. Sometimes I feel like my dreams are like all the way up here, but you know, if they don't scare you, they're too small. As you see, I got this little dream house on the side. That's just like a dream house. I want to move into my own home. I still live with my parents, so that's a dream of mine. I just got like the people with the ski mask, money, smoking. I smoke weed. I like money, so you know. I got the Beyonce and Michelle and Kelly, like big checks, clear skin, less stress, of course. And then I have don't decrease the goal, increase the effort. I've heard that quote somewhere, and I really enjoy that quote. And also that picture that's in the middle, that is Rochester. So I just put that like right in the middle. And then if you see less of me, I'm doing more. True. And then the G-Wagon, because that is like my ultimate dream car. Yes. But, okay, let's get into the iPad. So, oh, I'm holding down the button. So, right here, you can see I got like the basics on the front screen. This is usually how I do my screens. Even like on my phone, I have it like this. I didn't make it all cool and stuff like that. I don't really care about aesthetically pleasing as long as it gets the job done. That's all I care about. So you see I got FaceTime, I got calendar, I got clock, I got navigations, which I let y'all look inside. That's just a whole bunch of apps that I don't use, so I just put them all in there. I got my photos, I got my camera, and I got my utilities, which has my settings and my app store. And then as you can see at the bottom, I have my messages, I have my Safari, my music, my Google Mail, Good Notes, Etsy, and Facebook is right there because I still have it on most recent apps that I am using. So every time I come to a most recent app, that's what goes right there. So on this page, I just have other apps that I don't really use in there. Photo booth, shortcut pages, iMovie, all that good stuff. I got the iTunes store, tips, the Apple store. I don't really use those apps. I have Good Notes, which I was just talking about. I enjoy Good Notes. I'll open it for you guys. Oh, let me get out of that. So as you can see right here, all my Good Notes, I have Shameless Sirens, which is my business. I have Cushberries, another business of mine. This digital sticker maker, which I downloaded a digital planner, and that came from that. But I'm about to, I think, delete this because I don't even really want this. I'll delete that eventually. I got my LOC 560. That is a class that I don't even take anymore. Not graduated. I already passed that class, so delete that. And then I have my YouTube notes. So that's just some things I have in Good Notes. I need to get into Good Notes more. I bought it and I don't really use it as much, but I definitely do think if you like to write on your iPad, that is definitely a good app to get into. But check out other ones, look at YouTube videos, blah blah blah, you know that spiel. So then I have my YouTube studio. I have Moodle, which we use for school, for my school. I have Indeed Jobs because I literally sit on, I haven't been on Indeed in a while. I haven't been on Indeed in a long time. And it's not a long time, but a couple months. And it's only because I got some stuff going on, so I don't really need to be on Indeed. But, and like I got 2 jobs, so I don't need Indeed right now, but I literally be on Indeed all the time, y'all. So that's why Indeed's there. Amazon, I have editing, I have Fonto, and I have this other app right here, which I definitely recommend if you are editing on your iPad or even your phone. Those are good for thumbnails. Also, Fonto is good for your Good Notes because I've seen a girl like making her titles in that. Next, I have Mail. I don't even use that. Next is Messenger. Then I have YouTube. Then I have Pinterest. There goes SoundCloud. Then I have my banks that I work with. That I have, that I work with, period. Like, no. Then I have my travel, which I have Booking.com, Expedia. I have Facebook, I have Twitter, I have Instagram, of course. Then I have Zillow, whatever, Villo. I'm over here, Zillow, whatever. This is where I edit my YouTube videos. Oh, that is a horrible picture. That looks horrible right there. Let me get out of this. But y'all seen that. So that's where I edit my YouTube videos, which this video that you're watching right now has been edited on that app, just so you know. Next is Photo Mix. That's an easy app to like cut out stuff. Like I use that when I'm trying to like cut out something out of a picture. And then Wegmans is a grocery store. around not my neighborhood, and where I live, and I use that app sometime. Here are my Google Doc apps, my Microsoft apps, not Google Docs. I got Slides, I got Docs, I got Word, I got Excel, I got Outlook, I got PowerPoint. I use all those for basically for school. Then I have my files. I got files in my Google Drive. I have Zoom, which I use for school. I have Etsy, which I shop on, AliExpress and Alibaba. Those are two sites that I shop on. And then I have WebEx Meeting, which is another app that I use for school. Then over to the next side is Netflix, Text Now, and sell on Etsy. Why did I have Text Now? I don't even know. Why did I have Text Now? Was I writing somebody? Oh, I remember why I had that. I can delete that because I don't like to have apps that I'm not using. So I had Text Now, and then I have sell on Etsy because I have an Etsy shop. If you're interested, I'll have it down below. So, yeah, y'all, I don't really have much on my iPad, as you can see. Like I told y'all, I don't really carry a lot on my iPad. Like, on my phone, I have more apps. Like, I could show y'all. You see how I got that screen? Like I told y'all, I like to keep it basic. I got a screen full. Excuse the spit. I got a screen full. I got a screen full again. A screen full again. And then I got a couple back there. So, on my phone, I'm like more... Like I have more apps and stuff like that. On my iPad, I try not to keep it so cluttered. I try to keep it clean. That's kind of how I like my iPad. So let's get into the pros and the cons of having an iPad Pro. So I'll go with the cons first just to get the negative out the way. So this 11 inch, no, it's not 11. It's a 12.9 inch. 12.9, I think it is. 12.9 or 12 point something. It's heavy. It's heavy and it's big. So if you don't want like a big iPad, I would suggest you go with either the mini or you go with the 11 inch. Even the 11, like now, since I have the 12, I'm so used to it. I think that the 11 is kind of small. But when I first got this, I was like, wow, this is huge. Like, it's huge. So I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, so it's big and it's heavy. So like I had to get like a bigger bag and everything so I could carry my iPad around with me, and it's heavy, y'all. Like I can feel it on my shoulder. Like this shoulder is literally like, it'd be tender half the time because my bag is so big with my big old iPad in it, and I have a calendar and all types of stuff. So, and what's another con I would say about the iPad? I mean, I guess the price. It's like $1,000. So that's another. Oh, thanks iPad. I was screen sharing. I was recording and didn't even remember. But yeah. So it's the price. How big it is another con. Other than that, for me, I think that's like the only thing. Like, cause the size, it could be a big con for some people because like a lot of purses you can't just slip this into. Like this doesn't go into a lot of bags. It really doesn't. Like it might not look that big, but you see my head. And I have a big head. This is bigger than my head. Like this is big. Like even people that like never seen it before, they be like, whoa, like that's big. Like now my friends are used to it because they see me with it. But when I first got this and I was pulling it out, people were like, oh wow, like that's really big. This is huge. So it doesn't fit in regular purses and stuff. I had to go get a whole bigger bag to put it in. So that's a con, and that could be a big con for certain people, especially like women on the go. You might not want to carry this because it's so big. You might want the 11 inch because you know the 11 inch could fit in smaller bags, or it's just easier to hold. Like this got some weight on it, girl. This is a laptop, okay? This got some weight on it. I just wanted to put that out there for y'all. What else about this that I could say is a con? I mean, personally, I got a lot of pros for it. Like, it's big. So, like I just said, watching movies and Netflix and YouTube videos look really good. Like, I like to sit in my car, literally, with this and watch Netflix. Like, I will sit in my car and watch a whole Netflix series with this in my car before I sit in my room with the 55-inch TV I got right there. That's how crazy it is. Like, I'm like, why will I sit in my car and literally watch a whole series or something, but I can't do it in my room with my 55-inch TV right there? I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, so the size is really good for like viewing stuff. Really nice. It's also good for taking notes. It's basically the size of a piece of paper. like basically the size of a piece of paper. So I write really big, and it's really good for me because I have a good amount of space to like write and feel comfortable when I'm writing. So that's a good thing about it. Another pro for this, it can do basically anything you need it to do that in laptop form. Especially if you had the Magic Keyboard, like you would be like, you be whipping through because you would have the keyboard and you would have the trackpad and you would have that type of stuff. That's why I kind of want the Magic Keyboard and the trackpad, because I think I could buy the trackpad separately, but I want it all together. But it's just good to have all of that together because it makes it really a laptop. Like this literally is a laptop once you have the keyboard. You can buy other like cheaper keyboards and stuff like that. Also, I have my converter, which, where is my converter? Oh, I think it's in my backpack. Wherever my backpack is. Oh, it's not in my bag. Okay. But yeah. So I have my converter, which I will put a picture of it on the screen. That is something else that I bought from Amazon, which that is how I take my files from my SD card that's on my Canon, and I put them on my iPad so that I can edit my videos on my iPad, which is really, really good. I really enjoy editing like vlogs on here and like simple videos on here. Not just simple, because the app that I just showed you guys for editing is pretty advanced and it has pretty good stuff to do what you're trying to do in it. But I pay for Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro? Yeah, I pay for Final Cut Pro, so I try to use it and I try to like get as much experience with using Final Cut Pro. So I try to edit on that. But this is really good for editing. So if you're into YouTube, this is good. This is good for business stuff. Like I can see my whole Etsy situation on here. I can also see it on my phone too, but I can see my whole Etsy situation on here. Just all around, I think this was a good buy. Like all around, I don't see any negatives. Like sometimes I feel like I don't use it as much, but I find it sometimes like it's just good to have. Like sometimes I'm at the grocery store with my goddaughter and now she has her own tablet, but before she was using this, it was keeping her occupied. That was good. It's just a bigger screen. And then once again, I bought this also because my laptop was dying slowly but surely. So I needed something that was portable, and my laptop was a 15-inch HP Envy, and it was really, really heavy. This is actually like a lot lighter than my laptop, so this is easier for me to take around and walk around with and do stuff with and blah, 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 and use it for school and take it to school and all types of good stuff. So I thought that was good. And, yeah, the speaker quality is really loud. Like it gets really loud because it's big as hell. All the speakers is at the top and you got some at the bottom. Is a good buy. Would I say you should buy it? Yeah, I would say it's a good buy personally. I use it a lot. I take it with me almost every day. I probably get on it every day, every other day. Yeah, I would say thumbs up. Like thumbs up. I don't feel like this was a bad purchase. I feel like this was a really good purchase. I feel like I really do use this. And yeah, y'all, so that's my spiel on the iPad Pro. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to ask me about the iPad Pro, leave it down below. Like I said, I'm not a tech person, so I just switching all over. So originally I was like, do I want an iPad? At first I wasn't even thinking about iPad. I was like, do I want a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro or blah blah blah? And then I was like, yeah, like both of them were like, the iPad Air was cheaper, but a lot of people were saying like the base model for the iPad Air just really couldn't support Final Cut Pro really that well. So I was like, that's the main reason I would get it. It would be for editing and stuff like that, and to be on Photoshop and all that good stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get that. And then once I had decked out the Pro, what is it called? The Pro? What do you think? I just said it. The Air and the MacBook Pro. Yeah. Once I decked out the MacBook Pro, it was like $2,000. I was like, I'm not paying $2,000. So I ended up getting this to have that sweet spot. And also I like it because I can AirDrop. You guys don't understand how important AirDropping is until you just don't have it. So I really enjoy it because I can airdrop my pictures from here to here. I can make thumbnails on this. I can edit pictures on this. I could just do a lot on this. You know, it's basically a computer in just an iPad form. So that's all I got to say. This video been long enough. I've been all over the place, y'all, but I definitely recommend, and I think you should get it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, check out my iPad unboxing video, and thank you for coming. That was so awkward. Thank you for coming. Bye, y'all.